All right, so it is match number 4. It's going to be the Hunter coming out
He's
here.
going straight for the throat.
He's going for it, man. He's going ham. I like it. He's going. We'll see. I mean, Hunter has been very successful so far. He's going to drop everything except that River Crocolisk, and we see the entire hand is actually going to be mulligan there for Savjz as well. He does start with that Wild Growth, which is a pretty nice draw, honestly.
Yeah,
so
Wild Growth is actually a really critical card when you're going first because it puts you so far ahead in terms of being able to develop. So looking at Kungen's hand,
he has the turn 3 Shield Master set up right now.
That's also an extremely good draw. So looking at Kungen's hand, something like a Houndmaster I think is probably his best draw at the moment. Yeah. Because you're going to see him develop 2 minions. So even if your opponent has some removal spells,
and the Druid of Claw is a very good draw.
Druid of Claw to follow up.
I mean, his mana curve is looking sick, man. This is going to be a little bit scary, but Kill Command, very nice removal there, and he's going to be able to hit 2 to the face, and I think we're going to see the Druid of the Claw come out. So do you think he just goes Taunt with this?
Yeah, I think you have to go Taunt with this, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it charge into that 2/3 because, again, one of the things he wants to think about is how he prevents his opponent from getting a lot of value from Houndmaster. Yep. So in this spot, a 2 health minion is almost just as good as a 4 health minion, simply because Hunter doesn't have a lot of tools that deal with this. So sans something like Explosive Trap or Arcane Shot, which these Hunter builds typically don't use, also counting the fact that your opponent can just Deadly Shot the 4/6, I think that charging ends up being more long-term value, even though when the 4/6 survives, it presents a much bigger problem.
Now, I mean, he's thinking about the Scavenging Hyena, and it looks like this is going to be what he goes with. Now, I mean, do you just Wrath that, you think? I mean, it looks like he's going to do the Wrath Hero Power, get that card draw, see what he comes up with, and he does have the Druid, the Keeper. So, I mean, do you think you get the Keeper down? No, it looks like he wants to just go with that Hero Power.
He wants to save the Keeper for something like Savannah Highmane.
Okay.
It's really critical that you're able to deal with the beasts the turn that they come out. Again, to prevent something like Houndmaster or from Timberwolves or even something like him following up with the Hyena and then making those making the Scavenging Hyena so big with the other minions he had.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Kungen just has not had a good way to deal with this Druid of the Claw. I mean, this is going to be the 3rd turn that's going to be out, and I mean, still, how does he deal with it? Yeah, the Hunter's Mark, that's kind of worthless right now. I mean, you could Deadly Shot it, but that doesn't really seem like it makes sense. So, I mean, he's going to go with, that does not seem like a very good draw. I mean, I think, what do you think would have been the best there? Just Huffer and attack the face?
I think Huffer's probably the best one there, but honestly, I don't think he's disappointed with Leok.
Okay.
Because if his opponent has something like Black Knight, Misha is an
bad.
almost pure loss at that point. But as it stands, Leok is going to challenge this 4/2. He's going to take a few more points of damage from it. But now something like Unleash may actually end up being a good draw if your opponent is forced to overdevelop their board. Or they may even be forced to trade. So all of those things are going to come into consideration because, again, he still wants to prevent Houndmaster from happening. And he's also still has
to Innervate
Alexstrasza.
I mean,
think Innervate Alexstrasza is pretty much his best play.
Geez, man. I mean, that's so brutal.
And that is really aggressive.
Yeah.
That Hunter's Mark may end up coming in handy now, but
I mean, the thing is, with Alexstrasza, when you use it at that high HP, it's already done its damage. It doesn't even matter if it's been removed. I mean,
this was a 11-point Alexstrasza.
Yeah. I mean, so it's like, who cares? You can trade, sure, yeah. You can Hunter's Mark it.
8/8 that also Pyroblast.
Exactly.
So he's going to be forced to dig for something like Stone Tusk Boar or Unleash the Hounds here.
Oh, the charge is actually pretty nice.
Very critical here.
Yeah.
Because of this Alexstrasza and the Hunter's
And he can get the Deadly Shot. I mean, he can trade, and then he coins out the Deadly Shot. That's actually very nice.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this actually saves a Hunter's Mark. That's even better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see? So you can coin out the Deadly Shot. That's actually really, really, really big draw to get that charge. Because otherwise he would have had to use the Hunter's Mark to guarantee it, but that was actually a big, big draw. I mean, at this point now, he's actually going to swipe the face. Okay, so he just wants to try to finish him off. Pretty interesting. I mean, do you think that's very aggressive? But I guess he's maybe just trying to set up for the kill with the Druid of the Claw plus maybe the 2 damage from the Keeper or something like that.
Right.
I mean, what do you think about that versus swiping the Leok to get the full board clear?
What he's thinking about here is how he actually kills his opponent this turn.
Yeah.
What he's thinking about is that sans something like. Given by his emote, maybe it's actually a mistake. I think what I was thinking he was thinking about was that if his opponent doesn't have a Houndmaster, he's actually able to lethal his opponent next turn. So this actually may even be a mind game that's coming into effect because he doesn't need this 2/4 to be able to kill him. Hero Power and the Druid of the Claw is going to do it. And unfortunately for Kungen, he doesn't have enough mana to use his Houndmaster.
So he has to Hunter's Mark that and kill it now.
Well, he's got to Hunter's Mark it, and well, he doesn't have to Hunter's Mark. He could use a Huffer, but you want to keep the Huffer around.
Yeah.
But this is going to be game over to Savjz now. He's got 5 points of damage in his hand.
Yeah. I mean, just charge plus the hero power, and that's that. That's GG. And I mean, it turns out the swipe was the right move. Very aggressive, but it's going to pay off. And Savjz takes another quick game, man, and now it is all tied up. And if you're Kungen, you're thinking, what just happened? I mean, it was all going so good.
And then a few minutes later,
yeah,
the match is tied up now, and he's got to play this Druid Mirror at this point.